Now, we tend to think of iPlayer as being about TV. Radio sometimes gets lost in the mix. So now we're going to have a separate iPlayer for radio with its own separate app. And with me is Daniel Danker, boss of iPlayer at the BBC. Daniel, what's the idea behind it and what can you show us?
Well, our aim is to make a product for radio that celebrates the uniqueness of radio. Radio has been in iPlayer for a long time, but what we've learned is that it's much more of a live experience that reflects the personality of the presenters, of the DJs, of the programs, of the stations in ways that are really unique.
So let's have a look.
We want to celebrate that. This is the new iPlayer radio app for the mobile phone. And as you can see, the first thing I see is a dial that shows me all of the stations. Now, I can really easily just spin that dial and move between stations. I'm going to try to get to Radio 1 here. And you can see Fern is on right now.
She's on live. That's the first thing you see, what's on live.
Exactly.
Right.
We can see that Newsbeat's going to be on next, but Fern's on live right now. So if I go ahead and choose that, I can play, and Fern will come on right now. We'll stop it soon so we don't make too much noise.
Yeah.
You can also see that I can swipe upward. There we go. And I can see more content from Radio 1. Now, we've just had the Teen Awards this weekend, so there's loads of clips that I can get from the Teen Awards and go back in time there. I might also want to see video clips. And so we've got a whole collection of video clips from the Teen Awards as well, which is really cool.
And this is going to be the same across all these stations, both national and local?
That's right, but every station gets to curate their own experience. And so what you'd see in a Radio 4 world is pretty different from what you'd see in a Radio 1 or 2 or 6 music world. Now, there's a couple other things I want to show you. One is we've got an alarm clock, so you can wake up to BBC Radio in the morning. And equally, I can just turn the phone sideways, and when I do that, I get the full schedule of what's on every one of our BBC radio stations, and I can just slide through that and find programs, even go back in time.
So to sum up, a different experience. Why are you convinced that people want a different experience? And does this say actually that you've neglected radio a bit in the rush to give everybody TV on demand?
For the last 5 years, we've learned how people enjoy radio in a connected world using iPlayer and using the station websites that we've had. And the aim today is to bring together everything we've learned and create an entirely new platform for radio. Radio used to be about listening, but we see a world where radio becomes about listening, about watching, about sharing, about engaging. And the new iPlayer radio app is about starting us on that path.
Okay, so that's the new way of experiencing radio online. Be interesting to see what the reaction to it is.